Rise of the Rune Lords. Somebody else who's actually on video, please clap. And then you should clap.
Oh, that's not super important because we have scratch audio as well.
No,
Worst intro
we
ever.
still know.
Truly the worst intro yet.
Rise of the Rune Lords, Chapter 2, Session 25.5.5. I believe.
We're all gonna die!
I'm not.
Now they're green.
I might.
Last we left our intrepid heroes. They had, well, most of them had made their way to the top of the Shadow Clock, only to be confronted by a circling demonic figure who had irritated Takar specifically. And while Caladrel was marveling at said demonic figure, you discovered that that was not the only person in residence at the top of the tower.
Yeah, because I got stabbed in the spleen.
A formerly invisible player emerged onto the scene, which the party flailed at for some time. Caladrel decided that if you can't take him, take it out on the surrounds and the structure. And he double crit the building.
And now we're all going to die.
Causing a large hole in the temporary scaffolding that was only there to work on the statue at some point in the distant past and is not actually the most sound wood there ever was, ever. Sending the Lamia assailant sliding down the roof of the tower, which is what we figured, like something on the order of 10 stories or near there.
I thought it was 8.
8 stories.
Yeah.
A lot of up. She's sliding down the roof. But unfortunately, the giant explosion knocked the tower askew. And the damage that had been done by the golem and the Ifrit downstairs compounded issues. And the previously hovering in open air Takar finds himself now hovering over a tower that wasn't in that position previously.
Yes.
He didn't move, the tower moved. It's all very worrying. Lamia is sliding off the side. So
Serves her right.
Caladrel is sliding with Lamia.
Sliding with a labia?
yeah. Sue, it is my impression that we seem to have stopped at Takar's turn, which is odd. But I guess we did, because that's what my turn order says. Takar,
Yeah, man.
you're up.
Shit, I know, and nothing else is. That seems to be the general problem at the moment.
Amidst the sound of cracking, crumbling stonework,
I yell down to everyone and say, I believe the tower is falling.
also it seems to be going towards you.
I was expecting you to say, I believe I can fly.
Also that.
I'm gonna move down here.
Hey guys, I'm coming up. I made it past the gap.
Go back! Go back!
Oh, you've already seen that hole that was halfway up that you were standing near.
I was-
Yeah, that one.
I'm past it.
You already saw a giant crack spread from that right up the side of the tower, and hunks start falling out of it.
It's a little worrying.
And the tower, by the way, is going north.
It's falling north.
Falling north.
Falling north. Okay. Oh, I see it.
Yes.
Okay, so can I see Reyna from my current position?
If you scroll down just a little bit, you're on that bottom one there. And yes, you should be able to. She's stumbling currently on the little stupid stairway bit.
On the
There I
E6.
This is a haphazard clanking stair up to your position.
Okay.
She's teetering in a comic fashion.
This is the worst mouse on the planet. I hate it. So, I will swoop down and
him.
attempt to grab Raina.
Because you're snoring.
I gave her one.
And is that an acrobatics check, a grapple
You said you were
check, or a
coloring
fly
that
check?
sleeping.
I'll have you make a fly check
Give her one. It's not my turn.
to go over there and grab her because you're making a quick dart to the side.
Wow. So I rolled a 17 plus a 7.
In the clutch, you just peel sidewards and just take her out sideways off the side of the tower.
Ouch.
I've just been fly tackled.
Yeah, you've just been fly tackled. There is suddenly, I'm assuming you were just going
Yeah, no.
to her direction and right out
Yeah,
because
now,
it's going this way.
now once I get past the tower, what's the tallest building near me?
There are a couple of sort of warehouse-like structures that are somewhat close. Probably the equivalent of about 2.5 stories. Nothing really
Super tall.
hitting this thing.
How tall is the tower considered? How many stories?
It's about 8, I think.
Oh,
we
8,
said.
okay.
Is that right?
Okay.
Is that right?
Considerable. Well, all right. So I am going to tell her to tuck and roll, and I'm going to do a flyby drop and drop her on the roof.
Okay, so you've got doing this all within a full
There we
movement
go.
kind of thing.
Snuggle it up, get tight. There you go.
15 feet to her, and another 15 feet to sort of clear the edge of the tower. And then you're down, which would be 80 feet's worth. Your speed, fly speed, what's your fly speed?
Oh shit.
Also, I will need you to make me a strength check.
It's been so long since I've looked at this particular thing. I'm having a hard time figuring out where it's all written.
You'd have to, if you're doing just a strength check, I think it's on like the
Well, he's
core
looking for his
page.
fly speed
speed.
right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
Help you with that.
my strength is a +1, so that's a 16 for the strength check. Okay, we'll try the alt tab, see where that gets us. And broke everything.
Yeah. It takes a while to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, never go touch the alt tab.
Fine with the quickness.
See, it's abbreviated because what it actually stands for is break all.
Ah,
Alt.
that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the core page doesn't tell me what I need to know.
That was for your strength check.
Actually, I was right about who had to have the recording. Oh well,
Something gonna get recorded.
it's fine.
Sorry, I'm still trying to
Yeah.
find my fly speed. For some odd reason, it's not showing up there.
Let's see if I can get to it while you're trying to get to it.
I'll go to the NPC tab, see if that happens to pre-populate and show it.
That's weird. It doesn't say jack or shit about speed,
Well, usually it's on
flying or otherwise.
30. I finally found it.
Okay.
Found it on the NPC page. So my base is 40, encumbered 40, run is 160, burrow and climb 0, fly is 30.
Okay, so you will be doing a basically a full round movement
Mhm.
because you sort of collided with her by way of taking her off the tower in a convenient way.
Right.
I'll just make it part of your movement.
Okay.
You're just moving through her. You're not trying much else. So it'll be 30 feet to clear the edge of the tower with her. Then you can start on your down, which is it's going to be 80 feet.
I'm not really
But then you're
following,
going, but you're going to that roof.
yeah,
So you're probably looking at 60 feet.
with a glide, essentially.
So you can pull 30 out of that. You are now 30 feet
Getting
above the roof with her in your grasp. And the choice is yours.
Do you want to do a 30-foot drop? Or do you want me to try to get closer?
Mm.
My intention was to try to get you like a 15-foot, but apparently it's
Just drop me. I got enough HP. I can take 3d6.
all right. Look up below. You're going down.
Am I rolling my own damage, DM?
Yes, I would also like you to roll an acrobatics because you might be able to negate.
Yeah,
Right.
certain amount.
You might ninja out of this.
All right.
Do
So
a combat roll.
I will
And
do
then
my
I have to make a
acro.
roll myself.
I will do my acro check first.
I'm so jealous that his keyboard lights
Plus
up like that.
5.
Awesome.
All right.
I don't have the fancy.
I don't think I'm negating jack or shit.
You rolled a 73.
I got an 11.
All right.
So 3d6 then.
3d6, I can do that. If you
Charging my
like, or if
lasers.
you
Right, 4, 6, 7 damage.
7 total.
7 total.
All right.
That's not too bad for a 30-foot fall.
Like I said.
You go. Raina plummets the 30 feet, flailing a little awkwardly. She looks like she was going to try for some sort of 3-point thing, but she gets almost all shoulder.
I
in
tried
it.
to do the superhero landing and just destroyed my knee.
Do the superhero landing.
You caught right at the peak of the roof, right in the tip of the knee. Right on
And-
the cap.
Unfortunately, the condition of some of the shakes on the roof aren't the best. So you come down on them and they break free, and you are going down the slope of the roof of the warehouse.
Oh, this got
Okay.
worse.
Can I do a reflex?
On your turn, you may do that.
All right.
In the meantime,
Incidentally, it's your turn.
Thank you, Jesus. All right. I am going to try to okay, in what direction am I sliding? Am I going down feet first, head first, sideways? How am I going? Because I definitely want to go feet first.
All right. Given your landing, high or low?
I always choose wrong.
so don't.
Low.
So don't choose.
Don't choose.
Low is success for you. Low is what you want. I rolled a 3. You're
Hey!
going down feet first, trying to claw into.
It popped up.
Yeah,
It
there
went
you go.
away. It popped up. All right. I don't remember how Pathfinder works. So I want to how much roof do I have left before I'm airborne?
You have about 10 feet of additional roof.
Okay. I'm going to try to slow myself down, but failing that, when I get off, I want to grab a hold of the edge of the roof.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll to accomplish
You're
any of the
gonna
above?
need acrobatics. That's how we do with these things.
I think so, yeah. Usually that's your go-to.
Another acrobatics. We'll see if I can do better this time.
Yeah, don't suck.
So how you get good luck on your dice?
13? No, I'm charging it up so I can see it inside the box.
13, you managed to slow your descent somewhat,
Okay.
but you are clearly headed off of the edge of this building. Make me a reflex save.
Okay. Where is that information?
That's usually on the core page.
That's a defense, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. 16.
16. You manage to, just as you sail out, because you didn't slow yourself as much as you'd like, and shakes of the roof go preceding you off of the edge of the roof. You manage to, as you leave the building and look down into what is a filthy alley full of broken barrels and half turned up carts, you manage to grab a hold of what seems to be a relatively sturdy lip, and it seems to be metal in your hands. You seem to have gotten the gutter in both of your hands as you slip off the edge. You also hear snap.
All right.
Lamia's turn.
She dies.
The Lamia continues to slide off of the side of the tower. And Caladrel, you're really the only person who has eyes on this goings-on.
Of the interior.
Well, she's on top.
I thought we had started sliding down the inner wall there.
There's no inner wall. You're on the roof.
I'm trying.
Well, the Lamia had the floor blown out from under it.
Yeah, she had the scaffolding blown out from under. There's still roof under that.
Oh.
So if you
Fuck.
reference the tower,
I can't. It's broken.
see how it's all angled roofy?
Mhm.
And then there's that platform.
Mhm.
You blew the platform up.
Damn it.
So she's sliding down the roofy bit, which is rather steep. And as you see her slide down, she seems to lose, she's scrabbling like it's not great. And then she just plants a foot. And
I'm
then
sorry, what foot?
Okay, she plants a tail
She gets a hold of something.
and then just stands up perpendicular to the angle of the roof, looks up at you, gives you sort of a sneer, and then turns around and walks down the edge of the tower and then vanishes.
This bitch. Leaving me up there to die. Okay,
Yep.
that's fine. It's fun. It's good. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Cool. Cool beans.
How is it?
Cool beans.
How is it? How's it, Caladrel?
It's fine. It's
It's
fine.
great.
No,
No,
it's fine.
it's great. That's great.
We are dealing with that one.
It's great. Jerome,
Cool. Cool beans. Cool.
man,
Glad I got past that gap. Finally, fifth time's a charm.
speaking of that gap, it's getting a little wider
Does that,
as parts of the wall are taking stairs with them.
man, it must be it always looks a lot more difficult than before you try.
Also, the beam of light that is coming through that hole that is there is starting to change what parts of the tower it reveals.
Day is suddenly moving faster than it was 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'm gonna look back down the gap that is right behind me. I am what? This is on the third story.
Yeah, we'll find out here in a second.
I'm right over there.
Yeah, so this is first floor, ground
First floor,
floor.
second floor. So that'd be two. All right,
Yeah.
and I can see down to the ground floor.
Yep.
What's around all those splat marks?
Dead things.
Right here, there's
Yeah.
squishy people that
There's the golem.
Takar managed to throw off of parts of the top of the tower. There's the that you created by collapsing this part of the thing with the help of the giant flesh golem scarecrow that you slowly burned alive as he was trying to crash through walls to get to you. Well, alive is a strong word, but
And then is it just like a
so
hard
rubble.
floor? Okay.
A hard floor covered with hard, jagged stone rubble for the most part, and some corpses, and a cart.
Okay. What's in the gap on the stairs below me? Can I jump from where I'm at down to the stairs below me?
Yeah, there are stairs down here, so if you went through this gap, you could hit some of these stairs. However, a couple of them are now missing as chunks of the tower are falling through that gap and
They'll slow me down on the way down.
demolishing them. Yeah.
If I may,
Yes.
what about just stopping on the floating disc and floating out of the hole?
So
floating
I'm
disc.
going to point this out because it's been a long time since we played.
You're super great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I know I knew it was low.
Just wanted to make sure everybody remembered.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, I fell down
I'm not
a few
terrible,
times.
am
where's your damn shit?
I? Oh, I am bad.
Just want
Okay.
to things.
Do
Also,
I
how
do I
much
get
did
a
you lose, Rana?
7.
I was gonna say maybe I could just crash through the stairs to break my fall on the way down, but
Can't use that, remember?
No, I can't. Hilarious.
do I get a sense of how quickly the tower is coming down?
Quick.
So I'm at
Um,
17.
It's increasingly quickly now. Like you had sways and cracks and stuff, that light is starting to change at a quicker and quicker pace. It seems like the tower is now casting a shadow on itself, much in the way that towers shouldn't.
Would I get a sense of like how many seconds I would be going?
Do you have knowledge engineering? No, so you don't really have a lot of experience with the controlled demolition or uncontrolled demolition of structures.
Okay.
No, if it's made of fabric, you'd have a much better idea.
That I would. Is it behaving like fabric? Is it shimmering?
Flowing?
Is it flowing?
God, I hope it's
shimmering?
not billowing.
Like, you could call that crack a rip in stone if you wanted, but
Okay.
you do,
I think-
if you would like to care to do a sort of instantaneous perception check, we can see what you can determine.
Yeah. Or
7.
what's-
How the hell am I going
it's
to
a
survive this shit?
15 plus perception for me is 5, 20.
All right, 20 perception. You get the sense, because of the way the light is shifting through the hole and everything, you really feel like the tower is going north, and your exit is up on this map, and your exit is south.
Okay.
So you feel like that's good ish.
So I don't want to go out the hole that's to my right.
Yeah, you don't really like convenient right in front of your hole.
Okay.
No, you do not.
And did we say what my health is? Is it the 11 or the?
11.
It's not the 17. Okay.
11.
Wait, is 17 your max?
I don't know what the
No, it's
17
AC.
is.
It's your AC.
Oh, is that my AC?
Oh, okay.
It's been a long time.
And the blue one is, I think, is one of like your magic missiles.
One
or
of,
something.
no, it's like the
One of
scorch.
your cantrips.
Scorching,
or
right?
something. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to chance it and try aiming for the steps below me.
All right.
So I'm just gonna try to take jump down one story.
Okay, I'm gonna go boop, which puts you there. I would like you to make an acrobatics. That's a 10-foot
How are they both E2?
drop. So, yeah, I don't. It's dumb.
I think that was
Acrobatics
in case you wanted to do it with the whole
is
thing and without the whole. That's
it's a. Okay, wait. Is that a 6 or a 9?
I believe that is a 9, but let me try and find. Nope, that's a 6.
Okay, that's a 6 plus 3, so 9.
They did do that kind of bad though, didn't they?
So I got 9.
Okay, 9. So you're gonna take the damage from the fall.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Because ordinarily the base, like the bottom, is the
It's,
How much-
it's okay,
side.
just so long as
Do
I
you
know.
know offhand how much you weigh?
It should be on one of my sheets here.
3 damage. I will add the out damage.
170, which is what I went. No, actually, it's not what I went.
That's cute. That's what my right leg weighs.
All right.
I'm a huge bitch.
High or low, Peckham?
High.
And of course, the understanding is the thing you call is the thing that's
Gonna save me.
beneficial to you.
You're nicer, man.
Nope. Okay, so I need you to make me a reflex save, as the damage from the chunks of the tower have created enough damage to the structure of these stairs that they have partially given away under your sudden weight upon them.
That one's a 9.
Mhm.
And my reflex is 4. So 13.
13. All right. For a 13, you almost managed to grab the edge of the stair. As your immediate fall, you hit that level of stairs, they give way out from underneath you. You scrabble to grab for the edge of it. You hang for a second and then drop to the floor beneath you. It slows you down slightly, but you are unable to completely catch yourself, so you fall the next story. But what we are going...
It's not... But I'm not all the way to the ground, just halfway to the ground,
Yeah,
right?
but you only fall halfway to the ground. Yes, exactly. No, you are on the ground, but you fall half as hard as you would otherwise. So the damage from the fall I'm going to have.
On the second fall.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you the opportunity to do another acrobatics because you don't really have the opportunity to improve the way you're falling. You had that. You didn't. So unfortunately, that's the way that is.
The next thought is thud.
Yes. So
1d6.
1d6.
Right.
Roll. You can roll them if you want.
6,
No, you can
7,
roll. You
3.
can roll.
You got max damage.
Nice. So 3 damage. Shit. I keep forgetting this is an on-screen keyboard.
You do have to actually click it.
I can update my little things.
Oh, can you?
Well, because I'm on my...
Yeah, he's on
I'm in.
Okay, yeah. So take the 3 damage. You manage. You're at the bottom. Things are falling around you.
So that I'm on the ground floor though now,
Yeah.
and I only took the 3 damage.
You're on a sort of inclined pile of rubble.
That seems like a win to
You
me.
still got
Like,
hit points.
well,
to
I'm
get
not
out the
under a
door.
tower. Let's go.
How much of my turn do I have left?
Okay, so your jumps you covered. You're not. It's a little better for falling than it is for like general movement. So I would say you've burned. You've declined 20 feet worth of distance. You probably burned 15 feet worth of your movement time to
Okay.
do so because you scrabbled a little bit and everything. So 15 feet of your movement is out of your movement. However, you are prone.
Okay. Well, I would like to do as much running south as possible. So I'd like to get up, get off the rubble.
So standing up is half of your total full round of movement.
Okay.
So your is what?
My speed is 30.
Your speed is 30. So you have 15 additional get out of here feet, which I think takes you to there.
Well, but then can any of that be run? Can any of what's left be translated into run? I mean, I obviously can't like turn my falling into run. I mean, I can't turn my standing up into run.
Well, a full round of movement would be 2 movements, and then if you run, it's what, 3? Is that?
Yeah. So if I ran and I had full movement for a run is 120 for me.
I will give you half again because you have to get up.
Okay.
It's easier to start running if you're already standing. Having to get up is burning. So 15, is that? I can't quite read it. Does that say 15? Do you see that?
I don't see we don't see other people's ranges, but it does look like 15.
Maybe I can see it here better. All about reading those numbers on a projector.
I'll see you. I'm all right.
15. And
Got
I'll
this.
give you another 15, which puts you at the yoke of the wagon.
That seems like it's a much better place than I was. What is it? 6 seconds ago.
Incidentally, as you clear the rubble pile, a rather significant portion of the side of the tower thuds into where you were. These people are no longer visible. Even their mortal remains have been pasted into nothingness.
Ew.
Well, just take my word for it. All right. Caladrel,
That's not how any of this works.
Caladrel.
wake up because it's time to die.
Good. It's gonna happen.
Maybe if you flap your third arm real fast.
No, it's not gonna help.
Time to grow wings.
As
You
you
said
have
flap,
watched
not flap.
the Lamia calmly walk down the side of the tower and apparently also go back invisible like a batch, that draws your eyes over the side of the tower, which you see Reyna
By the way.
desperately hanging onto the side of a warehouse, and
Not to Jeru
Chakar
or Chakar.
about halfway down the length of the tower, currently flapping in midair.
Not holding Raina like he was supposed to be doing.
Nope. Rain is on the side of a building right now.
What?
I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do.
Well, catch me.
How many stories down is Ch.2?
Drakkar
You're
is.
so lucky that I'm immediately after you, so that I can fly into you and hope to God that we meet.
No, these roles will never match up.
Well,
Maybe
fucking do it.
you should, work out a strategy. Drakkar is 30 feet down from the.
I think fucking do it sounds like a strategy.
Do it.
Yeah, let's fuck it. YOLO.
Absolutely. Worst case scenario, you fall and die. I mean,
Best case scenario, Caladriel falls and dies.
Hold on. Before Caladriel dies. Which
He wants to make a speech.
Go back up. Where is
Hey.
Drakkar?
You're gonna go down to meet him no matter what you do.
willingly or otherwise.
Is there a
Car.
better interpretation?
Is let's see, if this whole thing is eight stories, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish, and then the super special spot. So 1, 2, 3. Drakar's right about here.
It is. How close is the lean to the tower? Is it like, is he gonna be next to the tower when it leans past?
Well, he's to the side of the tower, and the tower is leaning this way.
That's what I thought.
That's your token. Oh yeah, your token.
It's just funny that he could have used my token, but he chose to
From
draw
where
on the
I'm
map
at.
instead.
He's actually a little bit.
Oh, it's
Yeah, he's
useful
pretty
from
much-
top down.
He's pretty
He's
much
there,
where he
but like
is.
30 feet down.
Yeah, pretty much. So you've
And
got
then-
like
Got any
I
rope?
don't know 10 feet of tower width before you would be
I do, but
like
it's not gonna help
actually
at all
off the
there.
side of the
At
tower.
the moment.
But the tower
Throw
is
up the rope.
leaning.
Just grab
Leading
zombie
this
keeps
way.
falling.
That
Pulls
doesn't
you
help
down.
me.
It's like feathers are
Feathers
are just
from
left.
the big representation. It would be leaning backward.
Yeah, all the way from
What I
how
assume
we're
would be
looking.
some wooden fucking barrel.
Scroll
Whose
down.
feathers are just flying everywhere. Jesus. Someone exploded a rooster.
There is also this like chance that like
Molting.
you go, hey, why don't you take me off the top of the tower too? And then
That wouldn't be severely badass.
Do that and hold your turn. You're gonna need it.
Do you remember if I had taken my mutagen?
No.
Had not?
I do not remember.
Guess what I'm gonna do?
You don't have a
Incidentally,
spider
it wasn't
climb,
a
do you?
Featherfall mutagen, so
You don't have a spare climb?
No, I don't have the level for it.
we did cover that.
Do what?
We did cover that it wasn't a Featherfall mutagen.
Right. Well, I will quaff my mutagen. It'll be the Dexy one.
All right.
And I'll hold my turn. But I'm
Are you gonna
My-
say anything?
my immediate instinct is to run to the southern edge and start sliding down the edge of the tower, like surfing it down.
Wow. You're making this so much harder.
Is that what you're doing? It's hard to get over there. There's a big giant hole in the scaffolding.
Yeah, that's another part. No, that's not what I'm doing. Chikar! Chikar!
I'm coming!
All right. As you say those words,
You die.
the tower buckles rather severely.
I didn't do it.
Wham! And it drops a good 10 feet from underneath you.
I don't notice why I'm
As this
Still scratching.
part of the wall buckles inward as the tower comes over, so it goes and then starts to come over even faster.
I'm left midair because I don't notice it.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm just waiting here. Yeah. But then you look down, which was like the worst thing to do. Make me a reflex save.
Then I look down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I don't remember what my reflex score is.
Jerome,
You can.
that was almost deafening from your perspective.
Can you not? Yeah.
No, you totally can and
It's
should.
good for
You
it.
gotta click on the
I
tab
pooped
for
just
his
a little bit.
No.
Yeah,
can
that's
click,
right.
You're on me.
Oh my
you could
God.
You clicked me. You could literally click the button to click the thing.
I could, but why?
You're on the wrong screen.
Riff.
Click it.
And then keep in mind that it
Or
is.
just
I did.
roll your dice since we're doing real dice and
Oh, yeah,
add
you can roll
10.
your dice.
Yeah, you should definitely roll your dice, Jesus.
No, we shouldn't.
No.
Are you
dice.
sure? Because he
Digital dice.
rolled a 1.
What?
Click the thing and it came up on mine as a critical failure.
Did it?
Yeah, it
So-
did.
That's also what
So-
you rolled was a critical failure.
Is that
That's
a 1 or
7.
7?
That's a 7.
It
So
looks
you
like
got a
a 1.
17.
10 plus
sorry.
7 is actually a good thing.
And it's too higher because of me.
Oh, fancy pants.
Sorry, I thought
So
you
what are
rolled
you
a
bitching
1.
about, dude?
Jesus.
I thought
what-
that looked like a 1 for my age.
No.
That's what I thought too. I'm
You
looking
gotta-
at it like, well,
gotta
that
lean
sucks.
in,
And
man.
it turns out that one sucked too. You're
Lean
boned.
in.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Now we got to do Speed Racer to try to come catch you.
Yeah.
You, as this happens, manage to dive away from its sudden jerky buckly thing
Okay.
and catch the edge of the roof here.
Whoop.
So you are now dangling like this as it gotta go this way.
Head.
And
Yeah.
there's this sort of elvish yipe from north of you,
Yeah, that was
or up of
super
you.
elvish.
I don't bother looking.
We all
up. I
become a
just
little
look around.
dwarven when we're scared.
Where is it?
All right. So
Your turn, Shakar.
obviously, I hear the noise. I look up and I see you dangling.
Make a perception check.
I'm not going to see him
There's a
dangling,
sudden amount of dust in your area.
but I'm floating above the dust, right?
Well, where the tower broke just now, you went. You're sort of flying in dust right now. What did you roll?
Accurate for being in a dust cloud. I rolled a 7.
Nice.
Plus? Or
Oh,
is
that's what I
that's-
rolled. Yes, what I rolled. I
What's
didn't
the-
look at the thing?
Or who do we have to?
That's
No,
not.
you have your thing.
Yeah, this is. It's the here of the thing.
No,
I broke it. I'm never gonna remember that.
that's okay. That's not right next to you. Skills sheet.
I thought it was on this page. I'm fucking it all up, y'all.
Mhm.
Nope, that's what we're here for, man.
Make fun of you when you fuck it up.
Yep, exactly.
So it's plus 5. 7 plus 5.
12.
12. You can barely
There's no way
make
there's
out
computers
this
on
sort
that.
of
Moving.
You said that that was set
moving,
for 40
kicking.
minutes.
It's got
When I
little
came
legs
back in
going
here,
up there, and it really
I
helps
Put the Redskins in the
the
oven
screaming that
when I
he's
got up,
making.
so like 5 minutes ago.
Even over the crumbling
Huh?
sounds of horrible, splintering,
No.
tortured
No.
stone.
Because I already did that, but
You can hone in
that
on
was
this
for the Redskins,
screaming,
but I already
this
did it.
high keening wail.
and then
All
maybe
right,
done
just
for
kick
at
it
least
up there.
another 25 minutes, half hour.
Oh, there he
And then
is.
this can go as
That
long
can
as we
just
need.
chill.
Or
So-
not chill, but stay hot.
I will fly to his rescue and attempt to do like I'm assuming he is facing like this, facing the remains of the tower.
Yeah, he can't even see you
So-
coming up, really.
I will attempt to do like the belly to back kind of a grab. Well, I
Seconds.
nailed it on the fly. That's 18 on the die. So,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
do I need to
So
do?
you managed to just pull for everything you're worth to claw that altitude because you were in a hover and you're going from a hover to a straight, basically a straight vertical shot at him. And your wing muscles, unaccustomed to all of this work since you've just recently had the ability regained to you, are screaming as you're just clawing for this altitude. Caladril.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you are enfolded in
Tricked.
arms. There are arms grabbing you from the waist and sort of
These aren't my
pulling
arms.
you off of the tower that you are desperately holding on to. I'm imagining you're getting up there, grabbing him, and then just doing a
Yeah.
sort of backwards. Yeah.
Just trying to get away from it.
Don't suplex me, bro.
It's not a suplex. Like we pull away,
backwards
we pull
barrel
away,
roll.
and then I break
That
right.
can be a suplex. That's
Just I got you now,
Wow.
fucker, and then
Wow.
just launch you,
Belly back
and then just stop and drop a bow. Just
from all the way up there. Yeah.
80 feet worth of. I don't know how. I don't
Macho
know.
Man ain't got shit on you.
Right. I don't know like how high I had to be to get like full like centrifugal force involved, but we're getting pretty close.
Like 140 turnbuckles.
So I snatch you. I'm assuming you let go.
Yeah.
All right, good. It's easier for me not fighting you. So
I mean, because even if it's a llama grabbing me, dude,
what
I mean,
else?
what else?
right? Me letting go is just gonna be bad for them.
All right. So I snatch you up. I roll to the side a little bit, and then we're making towards the ground.
Make
Post
me
haste.
another fly check. I'm going to see how well you pull the backwards barrel roll turn gliding maneuver out of here.
Can I
do a barrel roll.
can I use my extra limbs to help with the aerodynamics?
You're gonna fuck it up. Don't do that.
Smacking you.
Nat 20.
Shit. You, from your experience, as you just go, oh, whatever, and let go of the edge of the tower, your
Trust
vision
fall.
is
Trust fall.
swept backwards as Trakar just lays back. And you're like, but now I'm just falling. This isn't better. And
I could have done this myself.
and Takar's not doing anything, and he's not doing anything, and he's not doing anything, and you're just
God.
watching the street hurtle towards your face, and then
I'm not sad. I'm not upset. I am pissed.
and then there's this just neck-wrenching twist as he flips over to his other side and just kisses the pavement and takes all of that velocity into just a vertical launch.
Well, if he kisses it, I'm gonna be smacking it.
You're heavier than you look, Caladrell.
No, I mean, you just sort of
Really?
rush by. And,
140? Really?
I know.
and then you just sail through the street, and now you're up in sort of an arcing
No,
turn
not back up, back
I
down.
feel like you should have just dropped him when you had the
As-
chance.
as the rest of this tower
He's gloried this a little further than I
crumples into
It's because it was a nat 20.
5, 10, 12 houses just disintegrate as a shockwave of wooden splinters and stone
Roll it again. Maybe you do
leaves
something
the
ridiculous
northern
while you're
area.
flying.
So what?
Roll it again. See if you do anything ridiculous while you're flying.
Well,
I'm just like standing there.
Yeah. I mean,
Well-
it took me 320s to bring down this tower.
at least
19.
the thing
Pretty good.
buckled on itself
Right.
instead of just going straight over, because then it would have destroyed even more houses.
Can I just make an observation, guys? That was the ultimate trust fall. Building exercises. We're gonna do this in the
He's
part.
still angry about, I mind you.
No, I was getting bad about the almost dying part.
We pulled back time a little bit because his 20 made a couple of turns for him. Reyna,
Yeah.
wow, you saved yourself.
For now.
The side of that warehouse is getting a little further away.
Am I at least getting... Is it going out, or is it starting to bend down?
It's
Under my
coming
weight.
out mostly right now, but it's
Okay.
also coming down a little bit.
You're gonna wonder what that buckle did to the llama walking down the side of it.
She's a little
Hopefully
snaky bit.
she
probably
got
just rolled
pinched
with it.
in the middle. So how
I like
far
that.
below me is the
Guts.
ground?
Yeah.
Below me, you're probably at this point about 15 feet up.
Only 15 feet off the ground? I'm going to try and hang on and see if I can get within 10, and then I'll drop.
It is peeling away to a certain degree. You are accelerating, which is a little
Worrisome.
irritating, but it actually looks like the building across the alley you might encounter before you encounter the ground.
Is there anything over there that I can sort of leap onto? That
There is a window.
is it open?
Nope.
Okay, so there's like a window sill on the outside.
Mhm.
All right. Is my trajectory going to bring me in contact with that?
Pretty close.
Okay. When I get within a few feet, instead of smacking my back against this building, I want to try to twist in midair and grab a hold of it.
Okay.
Like I'm going to.
Well, you could. Like.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep one hand on the gutter, and I'm gonna try and grab a hold of this thing with the other hand, and we're gonna see how that goes.
Acrobatics.
Okay. Can't actually read it in the box because it's too dark. So I gotta charge it up a little bit. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23. You manage to deftly actually shift yourself to the other side of the peeling away gutter and just ride it down towards the window perfectly, and you just grab the ledge.
Cool.
You are now all ledge. The gutter has slammed into the glass window pane in front of you as you shield your eyes from this shower of glass as the gutter pierces its way into the building.
Sorry! Do I hear any response?
Yeah, you hear a scream.
Okay. Well, what's now beneath me? Is there anything like a step down that I can sort of transfer to cushion my landing, or what?
You're probably about 10 feet up where you are.
Well then I'm going to drop. Can I do an acrobatics check to see if I land properly
Yes,
and
you
don't
may.
hurt myself? That's a 3 plus 5, so 8?
Nope.
Probably not, yeah.
You put your foot right through the rain barrel that was next to the...
You said there wasn't anything there!
Yeah, well, I said that before you rolled a me.
I didn't roll an 8, I rolled a 3. I beg your pardon. 3 damage I'm taken.
Jerome.
I am still booking it south.
All right.
I'll be at a full run. Had we established before that if I can use a higher level caster spell use for a lower level spell, can I burn a level 2 use for a level 1 spell?
Yeah, I was going to allow that.
Okay.
I think it makes sense.
Okay. I have, because my floating disc is way up with me, or way up above,
Mm-hmm.
it also, I can just dispel that without taking any, I can dispel that instantaneously, right?
Yeah.
I've dispelled that, and I'm kind of thinking that a new one of those might be useful in case I see falling bits.
Put it above your head.
I think it can only be 4 feet above the ground. So I'm more looking about the entrance to just give me a 4-foot gap if I have to slide out.
Makes sense to me.
All right. So you make your run just straight out of the building. Really sort of most of this part of the building doesn't seem to be moving, though there is a startling number of debris
All right.
elements now raining into the room as you are leaving it.
All right.
As you get past the door, you get the sense that like it's really coming down now, and you get this like rumble from the other side of the building, and there's a rush of stuff towards you now.
I'm not turning around. I'm not stopping. I'm not doing that.
So you make your full run out of there. You're a good distance from the building. You're not turned around. That makes it a little tricky. Where's your floating
Well-
disc?
The new one is not been created yet.
Okay.
No, I'm getting ready that this might be a thing. Is what I'm saying.
All right. Make me a reflex, I guess.
Okay.
Just pulls it from his pocket, tosses it out. Whoop, there it is.
I'm just saying, like that split second of decision making has already been done. I'm just
It's the next logical step that we're going with.
yeah. Reflex save is 9.
As you make your way out of the building, thinking, cool guys don't look back at explosions or building collapses.
They get hit in the face with things when they turn back.
Yes, they would get hit in the face things if they turned around and looked back. That's the last thing that you think. As a chunk of rock hits you in the back of the head, and you are knocked unconscious.
I'm outside the building though.
You are well outside the building.
Woot!
But the tower collapse seems to have thrown additional rubble pretty much straight out the
Well,
door.
how far out am I when I feel that rush though?
You are made your full run. You're
Like it's not when I'm like I'm not turning on when I'm exiting.
right.
So you're saying that I wouldn't have felt that until like I was 30 feet away from the building already?
Yeah, because it hadn't come down all the way yet. While you
Oh,
were
okay.
still
I
in
thought
it.
you were describing it as like I'm running out, and then as I'm running out, like you see that kind of from the movies, like the billow of smoke go out after him.
Oh no, you're out a little bit before it finally comes down completely.
Oh yeah, no, I would be looking back then.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry.
you
So you
get hit in the
hit
face with it.
instead. That's so much better.
Okay, so you look back and go, "Oh, that's really cool." Oh, is that rock getting bigger? Wham! Right between the eyes. Knocked unconscious. Covered in dust,
But not under a pile of rubble.
but not under a pile of rubble.
Important.
Though, well, I'll leave that be because now it's Caladrel's turn. Caladrel, you are in the air.
We
Look-
eagle.
Looking at utter destruction. I'm going to actually combine your turns because you're basically the same person right now.
They have formed Voltron.
Unless you decide to
For
stab the guy
Voltron.
who's flying you around and separate yourself.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Call me crazy because he's still flying.
Yes.
He hasn't let me go. yet.
No, yeah, you're actually
Just-
I can,
almost,
tell-
Let it
I
go!
can, I can
Just-
totally let you go.
Just tickle him.
you're
Just
almost,
tickle him.
You're almost as high up now as you were when you were hanging off the side of
Which
the building.
defeats the purpose.
Of stabbing me, yes, it does.
You can kind of tell that he's hot dogging it.
Hey guy. Hey. Hey guy.
Hey, can you just imagine if I'm going this fast while carrying you, how fast I can go?
Let's find that out when you're not carrying me.
All right.
Can you set me on the ground carefully?
Well, I mean, you're going to tuck and roll for the last bit, and I'm immediately making a descent. Like, not like a seriously pitched dive, but we're doing a lot less flapping with the old wings at the moment. We're leaning into it. So it's 12 plus 7, so
19.
down towards the ground at about 15 feet, approximately about 15 feet. I said, okay, I'm letting you go.
Don't you do it.
At 15 feet up, I'm totally letting you go because I'm not going to quit flying. I've got to go get someone off a roof. I'll be back.
I'm gonna hold on for a little bit longer.
You're holding on to nothing.
You're on the
Not
side of
you.
it. He
No,
thinks
you're
you're on the
not.
roof.
I have my arms around your body.
I'm holding on to an arm.
You chicken winging my arms?
Yep. Not yet.
Also, make me a fortitude save.
Because I'm flying into the dust and shit.
Well, no.
Shit I don't know
Make me a
about.
save. Yeah, you don't.
You're tired.
Oh dear.
I rolled a 2.
Are you puking on me? I swear to God, if you puke on the back of my head.
Well, it's better than it could be. He is a bird.
How is that better?
'Cause
Hollow bones, duh.
What? What does that have to do with puking on me?
I eat less.
What?
Ish. Actually, I do eat a lot of terrible
Your
things.
stupid thing is stupid.
What?
We hate all your stupid things.
I can't even use that now, so
Just because you don't know what you're doing.
it randomly changes the size of the screen.
Put ham fist in it.
Oh my god. Try to click and drag a thing, and it doesn't help. Okay, your fortitude is 3. Which doesn't seem right, but... So I guess you rolled a 5. So you have used up all of your available strength getting Galadriel to his 15 feet above the groundness. And as you let him go and think, I'm just going to keep flying around, it cramps up on you and you just ball of feathers into the ground yourself.
I can't even try to like acrobatics, like at least try to catch myself. So I don't like break a fucking wing.
You can try.
I would also like to acrobatics, so I don't end up in that mess.
Face plant. Well, I let you go at least.
Too soon.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we're moving. I let you go. You're already displaced. Then I cramp. Like, now we're going two different trajectories. Like, we're going different places. I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 17. Whatever
Plus
that means.
stuff.
Plus whatever.
All right.
So I do a
you
Superman
negate,
landing.
you negate a portion of the fall. So we're just going to roll 1d6 for you. You tuck and roll into that feathery ball because it's the only way that you're not going to break your wings on the random sides of buildings and carts and all sorts of shit.
Have fun.
Goddamn heathens with shit in the streets.
So your roll is as good as that gets. You will also take a d6 of damage.
Well, that could have been worse.
Who's got my total?
Not it.
Rolled a 1.
You
One
take
of the
1
things-
damage.
Oh, jeez.
Thing is right there.
The thought occurs to you both as you hit the ground that you haven't seen Jerome in a while.
So with a 22
Oh,
total
not bad
acrobatics, could I just hit the ground literally running?
Yeah.
Nice.
You got
So-
shin splints though for your 2
I don't-
damage.
I don't care.
Owie, owie,
So he
owie.
drops me. I hit and I start running. I'm like, get a little hop to it for a few steps. And then I'm off, circle back around and start going back towards the tower, where the tower was.
Okay. As the dust is slowly, this is kind of near the coast, so there is somewhat of a sea breeze coming through here. As the dust sort of clears, you see this jagged base of the tower. Everything else has collapsed over or sort of into itself. It looks like sort of raw, broken bone sticking up, and it's just everything is covered in this stone dust. There's pieces of rock everywhere if you're coming back towards the entrance that you came into the place.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, there is no room through those doors. It's all collapsed tower rubble, so it's no interior.
Oh, good.
And everything is the same color.
Oh, good.
Everything around the area is the same crushed stone gray.
Well, that's
Like
good.
just covered in soot and dust.
That's good.
You can make a perception check if you'd like, but we will come back to that.
Well, I'll do it when we come back to it.
Raina,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay.
You are,
Where am I in relation to?
You are in an alley that runs perpendicular to the left side of the tower.
So the west.
Okay, so I'm on the west.
Yes.
All right.
You have to. You have also 1 foot in the rain barrel.
Okay.
Silly girl.
I extract my soggy foot
Squishy.
and walk with squish step. I'm going to hot-foot it around to what would have been the front of the tower, the south side,
All right.
and I'm going to start screaming for Jerome.
You will make a perception check.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, but make a perception check anyway.
Unconsciously.
With a
No,
negative,
I'm sorry. It'd be 5 with my perception.
the negative 20 penalty. I
I
don't think you there is no response, and the area is as I described it to you. Everything
Yeah.
is peppered in half bricks and half pieces of building, and it's all the same color.
All
you
right.
see Caladrel
Hi.
running around,
Well, okay. If I see him, I know he's not dead.
and I guess we'll take out of the old turn order for the most part. Jakar, you have recovered from your maneuver. Your wings actually hurt to fold back into carry position. It just seems like,
They're just overtly exhausted.
yeah.
A 33 on perception to find Jerome.
You're looking around desperately. You're staring at this structure and what used to be an interior, which is now just a mound of broken stone. And you just sort of shell-shocked by this event, and you just sort of take some steps back, looking at where you knew Jerome was inside this thing, and there's no inside anymore. And your foot hits this sort of squishy thing, and you sort of stumble backwards, and you're like, what? That wasn't even stone. And you scuffed off some of the dust, and there's this crimson robe material jutting out from behind a chunk of stone.
Does it look familiar?
It does look familiar.
Okay. So I start, is he covered in debris, or is he just...
He's got some light debris on him, but he's mostly just sort of tucked around behind a larger block from your original perspective.
Okay. So I get the debris off of him. I start, I'm going to do a heal check to see if I know well enough not to shake him. 13.
13.
Do I shake him for a 13?
So you think, I've heard somewhere you're supposed to smack them. So she smacks you in the face, Jerome. You come back to sort of a white smack, blinding flash of pain.
Isabella, I swear, what?
Okay. How you feeling?
I made it up the stairs.
I'm so proud of you. You made it back down the stairs, too.
Same way I usually went up the stairs.
Fair enough.
He looks bad.
All right.
There's blood coming out of his nose.
I'm gonna poke him a couple of times with the wand till he doesn't look so bad. So this is a D8 plus 1. 4. Let's see. Oh.
Caladril and Jakar. Reyna seems to be hunched over a piece of rock, as far as you can tell.
I go over and see if I can provide any assistance.
And I'm gonna poke you again. That one's worth 6.
You come across Reyna doing her best impression of the Pietà, cradling.
I reach over with a nat 20 and grab him by the shoulders and stand him up because I don't know what's going on. You get up, you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed
You're welcome,
to
buddy.
do that to somebody who has a spinal injury.
He had a spinal injury. I thought he was laying down.
I don't know if he has a spinal injury. I smacked him in the face, and
What's
in
his spine?
hindsight, that doesn't seem like it was a good
Yes,
idea
this-
either.
This goose egg that is starting to appear on his forehead, but goes down as you poke him.
I
with
poke
the
him
line.
right in the middle of the red belt.
And I have a handprint on my face.
Yeah.
My face hurts.
I didn't hit you.
Now I'm in
No,
pain.
I know, because then my jaw would be
Wet and I'm in
dislocated.
pain.
I dislocate jaws. What can I say? Can
I'm
you stand
so
on your
thorough.
own? And I slowly start to let go of you.
I grab onto his arms.
I grab him again. Aw. I'm happy to see you too, buddy. And I bring him in, give him a big hug. Nice and awkward like.
As you help Jerome to recover in various ways.
Smelling, getting close to him is like smelling salt. It's really waking me up.
Woo! Hey, buddy.
Whoa. Might want to go down to the lake later today. And just
A hot bath after today, son. You have no idea.
Caladriel, make me a perception check.
While you were over here laying down, I've been flying around saving people. It's
Since
been
you're
a
not
while.
involved. Apparently.
Thank you, by the way.
Am I actually there?
yeah.
You could have been if you weren't sleeping.
Not even slightly true. It wasn't my turn.
We're out of turns.
Yes.
Oh, we
That
are.
happened a long time ago.
Did it?
Yeah, Caladriel did run up to the front of the building.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Then found a little nap spot and took a nap.
Yeah.
14 total.
14 total? Yeah, for 14, because you're not involved in this real close greeting yet. You do notice that apparently Jerome isn't in the
Oh, wow.
mountain.
Well, yeah, that's good. Hey, guys. Yay.
Bully for
You're not
you.
dead.
Whee!
Uh,
Can we, let's not do this
Also, what you notice is
Agreed.
again, ever.
tens of people are starting to leak out of surrounding buildings and gawk at this
We are going to
scene.
get in trouble for this, aren't we?
It's
How
not
can
my
we?
fault that the building was structurally unsound.
Let's not.
And
do
we're not
it here.
responsible for the sound. The
anybody
singing.
see who did this? I point to a townsperson. Did you see?
Never mind about the
The
blame. Let's
townsperson-
try and find survivors. And I try to
The
mobilize
townsperson you point
townspeople.
at is a woman in a towel
As soon as you
And
say
nothing
that,
else.
Caladriel starts running to the.
who is slightly
The filled
coming out
bottom
from
floor and
a
starts
door at
pulling
the
out
bottom
bricks.
of the alley to the west.
So you're in the clock
You
tower.
notice she has
Yep.
glass in her hair.
We can't get into the.
That's
You
not
don't know why that is.
As soon as Reyna,
That's not where glass belongs. Some people think.
as soon as Reyna calls for volunteers to look for survivors, Caladriel runs up to the filled up bottom floor and starts tossing out bricks.
You're just whipping things at random.
Pretty much.
In the distance, you
That's not
hear
fair.
you hear a whistle, which you have to assume, given the time you've spent in Magmar, is a guardsman's whistle,
Shit, they know we were in there.
which is starting to approach quickly. And within not too long, as Caladriel has got a little pile now that's behind him.
He's
and
basically barricading
more-
himself
yeah,
in now.
and more people are filtering out. And somebody is trying to direct you to the houses, not the base of the tower.
No, he's messing around in the tower. I'm going up to
Survivor's
the
not
north
there.
end of the building.
What
used to be.
a small contingent of guardsmen come into the opening that is the front end of the tower. And they do a quick look around, and they lock eyes on the four not from around here
I'm
people,
not
the three
there.
not from around here people,
I left.
the two not from around here people as he's digging around.
I'm pulling up my hood.
Johnny covered in dust and slightly bleeding, and the dark and menacing weirdo.
Who's putting on a hood for no reason?
And they make a step towards you and say, "What's all this?" And with that, I will call the session.
But
I
what's all
wouldn't
this?
even let me respond to that. What the fuck is that about?
I will explain exactly what this is.
This,
Where were they when they were supposed to be on duty checking this tower?
Yes. You people need to hire a fucking building inspector around here. This shit is dangerous. People could have died.
We come in from out of town,
People
are
probably
gallivanting,
did.
are wandering the streets, trying to find an inn, and suddenly a building collapses.
And this poor woman has glass in her hair. Look, and I grab her by the head.
And grind the glass actually.
And doesn't
into
even
herself.
have clothes. What's wrong with you people?
See?
Ah.
Roll me a persuasion check or diplomacy or whatever it is in this system.
Well, that's an actual.
Holy Jesus.
Jesus H. Christ.
As I'm pulling my hood up, I'm making valid
I
arguments.
don't
that
know
make
what
no
your
sense.
charisma is, but
It doesn't matter now.
it's pretty good.
I didn't roll a nat 20, but it's a 20.
Nice.
11 plus 9.
So, between your arguments and Trakar stripping this woman of the towel, you seem to have really focused the guardsmen on a specific narrative.
Just when this could not have gotten better, it got better. Delightful.
And very curiously, there's no stop broadcast button. So, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
We're done?
Yes, I'm going to call the session.
You're still open.
Do I hit the red button?